For this example, we're going to subtract x over x squared minus x minus 6 minus 2 over x squared minus 4. Now, to do this, we have to first find the least common denominator anytime you're adding or subtracting. First, I'm going to factor everything so that we can see what factors have to be in the least common denominator. To factor the first one, it's a standard trinomial, so we can do x. The first sign is minus, the second sign has to be positive, and multiples of 6 that subtract to give us 1 are 3 and 2. So our factors are x minus 3 and x plus 2. Now to factor the second one, it's the difference of squares, because the first term is a square and the second term is also a perfect square. So we'll have x, the square root of 4 is 2, and you need a minus and a plus. Now to find our least common denominator, we're just going to go through all of these factors and make sure we have all of them, but we don't need to repeat any. So we have x minus 3, and we need an x plus 2, and we need an x minus 2, but we don't need this other x plus 2 because we already have an x plus 2. So our least common denominator is going to be all of this. So we have x minus 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2. We're going to put that under both of the fractions. Okay, now we have to change the numerators. So if you're changing the denominator from x minus 3 x plus 2 to x minus 3 x plus 2 x minus 2, the only thing you're missing is the x minus 2. So you have to do that to the top and the bottom. So this becomes x times x minus 2. Now, on the second one, you already have an x minus 2 and an x plus 2, but you don't have the x plus 3. So you need to multiply the top and the bottom by x plus 3, minus 3. So you have left 2 times x minus 3. So now that they have the same denominator, we can combine them into one and just subtract the numerators. So this becomes x times x minus 2 minus 2 times x minus 3. So now I'm going to distribute both of these and combine like terms. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Now I'm going to combine these. So we have x squared minus 4x plus 6, and all of this is over this. But now we have to check and see if it's factorable, because if it is, we want to cancel anything that will cancel. So I'm going to bring this up here. And to get x squared, we have x and x. The first sign is going to be negative. The second sign is also going to be negative. Multiples of 6 that add to make 4, well, there aren't any. So it doesn't look like it's factorable. And if it's not factorable and there's nothing to cancel right off the bat, then that just means that this is our final answer.